Hi there, this is Bianca Lopes, and this is Be in the Know Season 2, and I have a woman in identity here with me. Sylvie, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Sylvie, tell me a little bit about you. Where were you born? How did you get here?
Well, I'm born in Belgium.
Okay.
I'm a Belgian citizen for 40 years now.
Belgian proud?
Yes, of course. So I lived actually in the Flemish part of the country, but I spoke French at home, so that's what we do in Belgium.
Français?
Je parle français également.
Elle parle français, mais nous vont assis la interview in English.
So that's the way we do it in Belgium. So we speak two languages, and I live in Brussels, and I've been working in identity for 4 years now.
How did you get into identity? Because nobody wakes up in the morning and says, I want to be in identity, let's go.
No, well, actually, I always took care of customers. That's what I did. I did it before in tourism and then in marketing. So for me, it's very important that every citizen, that every customer is happy. And then, well, I found my way in identity and I just fell in love with it. And that's what I do every day.
What made you fall in love and what do you do every day?
Well, I work at itsme. So itsme is a Belgian digital identity app. And I'm working in marketing and in communication. So I'm sure that everybody understands what I do and what we do at itsme, what is a very difficult job because, as you know, it's a very hard technology and it's difficult words. And actually, we just want to know what it does. So that's my work every day.
I love that because that's my whole sort of ethos. My whole ethos is about bringing literacy to people and uncomplicating our jargons. Mm-hmm. And I'm not really sure. So where do you think people stand in Belgium, at least, in understanding identity? Because I think we're kind of in a little small circle here where we all talk our acronyms and our language, but the average person has no idea what it actually means.
No, what actually we do in Belgium is we don't explain what is digital identity. We just say how they need to secure it and how they can use it every day. So we say you can log in with your itsme, you can share your identity, you can sign with your app. We just tell them what they can do with it and where.
So tell me a little bit about itsme. When was it founded? Who is it founded by? How does it run? Does it work with governments? Tell me a little bit more.
So it all started in 2016 when a consortium was created. It's called.
So we're about 3 years old. We're a toddler.
Yes, in the July 2016. So it's called Belgium Mobile ID, and it's a consortium of the 4 leading belts of Belgium and the 3 telecom operators. Okay. So they came together and they gave actually a mission to our team to say, okay, create a digital identity. And we launched it in May 2017. So we just celebrated our 2nd anniversary.
Congratulations.
And we have more than 1 million users today in Belgium. So it's about 14% of the Belgium active population. And we've got recognized...
And how do you define active? So smartphone active too?
Well, actually, it's the people between 20 and 65 years old. So some of them have no smartphone. They have the regular phone of no phone at all. So we're about 7.5 million Belgian between 20 and 65 years old.
So about 14% penetration. What are the goals and where do you see, and how does it work? How does it work when it's owned? Is it an enterprise? Is it owned by all the parties involved? Is it a not-for-profit? Tell us a little bit more.
Well, it's owned by Belgium Mobile ID, and it has been recognized by the Belgian government in January 2018. So we can provide to the Belgian government access for the citizens. So it's a public and private combination in the way of working, but it's privately owned.
Okay, so who are your clients today? So the clients, so the Belgian citizen pays for it, they download it, how does it work? Help somebody who's sitting out there trying to figure it out. What does this actually work? Yeah.
So for us, our clients are the service provider who use itsme for their customers. So for us, the users...
So you white label it to the service providers? Okay,
no, we don't white label it.
No white label. It's me, and that's it. So there's a brand value there.
Yes. Well, it's important for a citizen when he clicks on a button to know where he clicks to. So he needs to identify...
I often say this about interoperability. Interoperability will never happen if it's in the background and white labeled all the time, because then I have no sense of relationship with that brand.
So it's an acceptance brand, and we need to show we are very transparent. So we show every time that someone connects, which data he's sharing, where he connects, and what he's doing. And every time you need to give a consent, you used to do it.
And how do you think people understand on a usability of what GDPR is? Because you've effectively talked about some of the pillars of GDPR and its implementation.
Well, I think people don't need to understand every little detail. They just need to feel comfortable. And if they know, of course, that company just asked for my name, and it's normal because they want to be just polite and say, hi, Sylvie, how are you when I connect?
Yeah.
And if it's a bank, because we are AML compliant, if it's a bank, it's normal that they ask for all my identity details. So people just understand it if it's done in a proper way.
They sort of understand the trade-off of how much am I giving for how much am I getting.
Yes. And we show it every time. So they know how much data they're sharing. So we're very transparent in that way.
What's next? And so what are some of the challenges to go from 14% to the rest of the population? And where do you see that opportunity lying?
Well, it's having more service providers. So today itsme is used at the government, at banks, at insurances. Also, the real estate is using it because you can sign with itsme. So you can buy a house with itsme if you want to.
And it's legally binding?
Yes. Because
so
it's a qualified
what
electronic
the
signature.
itsme do? It's an electronic. It's a biometric electronic signature. Or?
It's a qualified electronic signature that we have.
What other attributes do you carry inside of itsme? What other information?
So there are 4 functions in itsme. So
Okay.
you can identify, share data, authenticate, confirm. So it's a strong customer authentication that you need in PZ2, for example. And then you can sign. We have about 14 identities and attributes. So they're the ones that are on our ID cards. And then we have 2 attributes. It's the telephone number and the email address.
Do I, as a consumer, have an itsme app and it works as my concierge for multiple different providers? Or do I have to register and log in every time in a different app?
Well, no, you can use your itsme app at different service providers. You just need to link your former credentials with your new one. So, for example, at a bank, you first need to log in with your bank card and your card reader, and then you say, from now on, I will do it with my itsme. And you do it like different service providers like that, and then you can use your itsme everywhere.
Any advice for somebody who's like interested, watching, and wants to get involved in the industry?
Oh, well, I think it's a very interesting industry to see how what identity is different for every people, and just understand how we can make a digital life more easy and more secure to everyone, and really for everyone. Because we also started a smart move at itsme to be sure that every citizen in Belgium just understand what it is and how his digital life can be more secure and easy for him.
So next time I'm coming to Belgium, and we're going to be talking about what itsme and love or literacy. I'm going to go to the streets of Belgium to try to figure this out because I'm curious. Sylvie, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Awesome show, and enjoy Identity Week.
Thank you.
Be in the know, and we'll see you next time.